For people interested in becoming a technology teacher, there are two different ways that you could do that in New York State. So this is where we are in Clifton Park. For people who are interested in going the college route, uh, you would need to get a 4-year bachelor's degree in technology education. And there are two schools in New York State that offer that degree program. The big one is SUNY Oswego in Oswego, New York, which is right here, and the other is SUNY Buffalo, which is out in Buffalo, New York, over here. The program at SUNY Buffalo is much smaller. Oswego is where most of the technology teachers in the state get their education. After the 4-year bachelor's degree, New York State requires all teachers to get a 2-year master's degree in order to be able to teach. You can get a 2-year master's degree in technology education specifically, or you can get it in a related area like educational technologies, which is something different. You could get your master's degree in special education or in a technical field related to tech education, and that would still satisfy New York State's requirement for a master's degree. You also have to get New York State teacher certification, which requires the master's degree as well as 2 years or more of work experience. And after graduating with your bachelor's degree, you've got 5 years to accomplish that. So within the 5 years you graduate from college, you've got to obtain a master's degree, which some people do slowly over 5 years, and you've got to get at least 2 years of work experience within that time frame. There are also people who become technology teachers through another route, which is the industry route. And sometimes when there's not enough tech teachers out there, this is how schools find their teachers. If you work for at least a year as a professional in a related industry, such as engineering or the trades, or production or broadcasting or computer science, if you work as a professional in one of those industries and you decide that you want to teach, you can then complete a teacher training program. You can complete a student teaching experience, and then you can pass the necessary teacher exams, and right away you can start teaching your content area. So that's a little more specific. It's not as general as a technology education teacher would be normally, where we can cover any tech subject that is taught across the entire state. We're qualified to teach them. For these industry folks, they have to be teaching specifically the thing that they worked as a professional in. So if they are coming from an engineering background, they are certified to teach engineering. That same teacher would not be qualified to go and teach automotive technologies unless they were an automotive engineer. That would be outside of their certification area. But this is a second option, a different way to become a technology teacher. So what you're looking into today is the training and education requirements for your particular trade. You've got to figure out how to become this person. How do people who are graduating from high school take the next steps towards becoming an electrician, a plumber, a roofer, or whatever the whatever your topic is, and then try to figure out locally around here in this area, where are those opportunities. So if you find that, well, to become an electrician I need an apprenticeship, okay, do a little bit digging, go to that next level and figure out where can you find an apprenticeship as an electrician in the capital area or in New York State. Start close, and if you can't find anything locally, you can expand the bubble a little bit and look out a little bit farther. But again, we're trying to make a library of resources for classmates who are interested in going into one of these fields. It's not quite enough to find out, well, what are the requirements for training and education, but also where can I get those required education and trainings. So that's what we're looking at for this step. It might just be a slide or two, but trying to figure out how do you break into one of these trades.